Hi everyone, this is Elizabeth Morgan. This is my third take on this, so I hope it doesn't tell me my connection is weak again. I'm just about as close to the window as I can be without being outside, so I'm glad that you are here. Today, again, if you joined me already, we are going to be talking about a question I get asked a lot, which is ice versus heat. Which one is going to be better for your pain? So we'll talk a little bit about what ice and heat do and what conditions that they would be good for. So first, we'll talk about ice. So what does ice do? Ice is going to decrease the blood flow. It's going to constrict your blood vessels. So it's going to reduce the flow of blood to that area that is injured. And so ice is going to help to decrease that swelling, decrease the inflammation, and decrease the pain. So I don't know, but have you ever injured yourself and it actually physically gets hot to the touch? That's when you're going to want to do ice for sure. So when would you use ice? You always use it in an acute injury. So acute means it happened recently. So that is ice. You want to use ice, I would say around 20 minutes is a good indicator. Otherwise, if it's super new, you could do 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off, and just kind of repeat that for a little bit as well. So, I look kind of washed out because I'm so close to the window, so I apologize about that. So what is heat? Heat actually does the opposite. Heat increases blood flow to the area. So that is going to be good to relax your muscles, and it's also good to reduce pain as well. You don't want to use heat if there is swelling because it's going to bring more blood to that area, and then that can actually make the swelling worse. And I think I already said it, but you don't want to use heat if the joint or the injured area is actually hot as well, because that's just going to increase the inflammation and increase the pain as well. So when would you use heat? You would use heat more for like a joint stiffness or just kind of like an achy generalized pain, or also more of a chronic condition. So something, either an injury that has been around for a while or something that is there and not necessarily going to get better, like arthritis. Once you have arthritis, it's kind of just there. So that is when you would use heat. There's a couple of safety things with both heat and ice. With heat especially, you never want to lay down on the heat source because it's so easy to burn yourself. You can, especially if you're laying down like me, you just fall right asleep because, hello, we're all busy and we're all super tired, right? So if you lay down on something that's warm and it feels good, you're probably going to fall asleep, but that is the worst thing you can do. So never lie on it, and then not only that, but you're kind of compressing that heat and getting more of an intense heat as well. And then you always want to have a barrier with heat or ice. So a towel, a washcloth, really any sort of barrier between that skin. And then when you're using heat or ice, you want to be checking the skin as well. About every 5 minutes or so, you just don't want any injuries. And it can happen really fast when you're using heat or ice. So let's recap here. Okay. You're going to use ice if it is a new injury, if it's something that happened recently. You're going to use heat if it is more of a chronic condition, something that has been around for a while or has been bothering you for a while, or is an older injury. When in doubt, I would say use ice, because ice can be fine either way. Heat, like I said, if it is acute and you still have swelling or bruising or anything, and you increase the blood flow to that area, all it's going to do is make it worse. And then if it is a chronic condition, you can use really either one. Just decide which is better. Maybe try ice one day, try heat the next, and just figure out which feels better to you and which makes your pain better. And then that's really the purpose of heat and ice use as well. So I hope you found this helpful, and I will be back again tomorrow. All right, thank you.